Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a very interesting show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Also, we're trying to hit 200,000 subs by the end of this month. We really appreciate it if you guys helped us hit our goal. Of course, if you enjoy the content. Anyway, let me get into this topic here. Let me talk about one of the most disrespected people in all of sports, Nikola Jokic, the baddest boy on the planet right now. Nikola Jokic is the best player in the NBA, period, end of story. But for whatever reason, it seems to be in vogue to insult him and take shots at him for whatever reason. Now, what am I referring to? As you guys know, shout out to Gilbert Arenas and those guys over there at Gil's Arena. And they usually get into these very spirited debates, especially when we're talking about Euro players versus American players and all of that. And they really get into it, right? But about a month or so ago, Gilbert Arenas had a very, very hot take. And his hot take was centered on him essentially saying that Nikola Jokic is the worst player to ever win an MVP award. And those comments sent the entire NBA community into an absolute frenzy. Because a lot of us were out here looking at Gilbert Arenas like, excuse me, what did you just say? So what we want to do is want to play some of what Gilbert Arenas had to say about the reigning MVP. And then we're going to really get into the meat and potatoes of this show here. Take a listen to what Gilbert Arenas had to say here.
Okay. His first MVP, his team record was 5th in the NBA.
They were 5th in the NBA, 3rd in the West, 47-25.
Mm-hmm. And then his second one, his team was 10th in the NBA. Now, only time that happened was 88 Jordan. His team was 7th. And obviously we know what happened in 88. Defensive Player of the Year, scoring, title, steals, champ, dunk, champ, and I think All-Star MVP. So it was a historic year, right, we could say. And then the next person to have a record like that would have been Westbrook when his team was 10th and he had a triple-double since the 70s. Which
First time since Oscar Robertson.
But neither here nor there. Now,
the notebook is out.
Now, since there's
the
only
notebook is out.
No, not just the notebook. He bought the big book out.
The big book.
He got the big book out.
You know what I mean?
He got multiple stats on this bitch.
What was that dude, Mike, what's his name?
So there was a gentleman, ESPN personality, Mike Greenberg, said this is the worst take of all time. And this is the same Mike Greenberg that said UConn could make the NBA playoffs this season.
So I guess he didn't listen to himself say that he thought a college team that probably got 1 or 2 actual NBA players on it can be the actual NBA team.
Could make the NBA playoffs.
Okay, so MJ MVPs, there's 4 MVPs and his team record. 7th, 2nd, 1-1. Magic's team, 1st, 2nd, 1st. Bird, 1st, 1st, 1st. LeBron, 1st, 1st, 4th, 1st. Curry, 1st, 1st. Nash, 1st, 4th. Carmelo, 2nd, 1st. Duncan, 2nd, 1st. Jokic, 5th and 10th. 5th and 10th. Now, here's the problem. The problem is not me. The problem is these right here, right? The winner of Jokic's first one should have been Greek the Freak. But they didn't want to give Greek his 3rd straight MVP, so they up there. So this is not me. They up because they didn't want to give Greek his 3rd one. So they gave it to Jokic. That's y'all problem, not mine, right? And then his second one was he almost had a triple-double. Not actually having a triple-double, almost having one of those motherfuckers they gave it to. They used that. The big man having 10 assists while a dude actually had a triple-double that year. Westbrook had a triple-double that year when Jokic won his second one. So the fact that he almost won when they dumbed it down to give him that award, he's the only multiple winner that didn't even have 50 wins when he won his MVP.
So you heard what your man said. Why am I bringing all of this up? Gilbert Arenas' takes, Nikola Jokic being picked last by NBA All-Stars and an All-Star. I still cannot get over that one. Just think about this for a second. There's an All-Star game draft. You have LeBron James and you have Nikola Jokic. I mean, and Giannis Antetokounmpo picking the players. And then they start selecting the All-Stars, right? And at the very end, Nikola Jokic gets picked last. Just think about that for a second. Nikola Jokic, the best man on the stage, the best player on the stage, gets picked last. Then he goes on to the playoffs and wipes the floor with them. Now, the narrative was this year, are we sure? We shouldn't have given it to SGA. We're sure this is it. I'm sure that he would be worse. Listen. Here's what I think about Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is a man of very few words. But the people around him are not. And I think that Nikola Jokic hears all the disrespect. And I think he hears it. And he says to himself, I'm going to destroy these dudes. He's not going to be the aggressor. He's not going to come to you talking trash to him. But if you think that you're going to run up on Nikola Jokic and just do him anyhow or say whatever the hell you want to say about him and he's not going to get his get back, you are sadly mistaken. Let me just check something real quick. Let me just check something quick. I just want to get it right. Good. I said this before and I'm going to say it again. Don't play around with them Serbians. Why am I saying this? Because I went to school with Serbians. I did. These dudes, man, ain't your regular Joes walking up and down the street. Markieff Morris Sr. thought he found a sucker that day. He thought Nikola Jokic was a sucker. He ran up on him and hit him in the elbow, and Nikola Jokic turned right back around and knocked his ass across the court. And Marcus Morris was saying blah, blah, blah on the internet. I'm going to get him back. And the Jokic brothers said, you go ahead. We will be looking for you. We'll be waiting for you. Have you seen that dude's brothers? Just because he's not as demonstrative as his brothers or his eldest brother, who is just, I don't even know what to say about him. Don't think that he ain't got that dog in him. I think Nikola Jokic hears all the disrespect. I think he hears all of the people saying that they're speaking their nonsense on him. And I think he's made it up in his mind that he's going to embarrass all of them. And whenever these people take these shots at him, they always end up looking bad. Always. Always. My thing is, why don't y'all go find somebody else to play with? This is the part of all the players in the NBA. This is who y'all chose to go mess with? This dude? You got all of these dudes in the NBA. That's who y'all want to play with? Y'all want to play with him. Bro, Nikola Jokic makes it look easy. Easy. And, oh, by the way, according to some people, this is the most skilled era in the history of the sport. These are the most advanced NBA players in the history of basketball. The most athletic, the most skilled, and they can't do nothing with a dude that cannot jump off the sidewalk. They cannot jump more than 3 inches off the floor, yet they cannot stop him. So what does that say about these dudes? Or maybe y'all been overhyping them and he's exposing these dudes. He eating these dudes alive. Alive. He's the baddest dude in the NBA. He's the most skilled player in the NBA. And he does all of it without saying a mumbling word. A mumbling word. So my conclusion to all of this is keep it up. Keep it up. Keep going out there saying this nonsense, saying that nonsense, saying this one, saying that one, and let's go see what's going to happen. going into these playoffs, I picked the Nuggets to win. Now, I didn't know that the Suns were going to get slapped out of the playoffs. I picked the Suns to beat the Wolves. I was wrong there. But so far, so good. I'm still on track. Y'all can't mess with this dude. All right. Y'all keep it up. Keep disrespecting this dude and be surprised when he continues to embarrass people. Last year when he played against the Lakers, he made it his business to embarrass the Lakers. You think he forgot that LeBron and these guys picked him up? Let me tell you something. At this level, they're all competitors. And if you think Nikola Jokic is not a competitor, you are out of your brain. Those guys are hyper competitive. If you pick me last in an All-Star, I'm coming for your ass. If we get a chance to line up against each other, I'm wiping the floor with you. If it is within my ability. And I think he got a hype man in Mike Malone who be hyping him up every single day. I think Nikola Jokic be sitting there watching videos of his horse race up and down. He be in the locker room. Mike Malone come up to him like, yo, everybody get out the locker room. Get out the locker room. He be walking around Nikola. How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Hello, coach. I'm good. All he did was just hand him a video. Nikola, did you see this? Hand him the video. He just slowly put down a video of him watching his horses. And he looks at it. He don't say none. He's like, Mike Malone, walk out the room. He's been activated. He embarrassing these dudes. My suggestion is leave him alone. Go find somebody else to play with because clearly he is not the one. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.